Choosing and using appropriate hand tools in ICT-CSS 7. A technician must know how to use tools and technical equipment effectively. This topic covers many of the various hand tools used when preparing computers. Number 1 is the ESD tool. When working inside the computer, you should have a wrist strap to help you protect the sensitive components from ESD damage. If you run a business that deals with lots of sensitive equipment, a grounding mat and a grounding table are highly recommended. ESD or electrostatic discharge is one of the few things that can damage your computer, like the shock you receive when you're rubbing your feet on the carpet and touching something metal. ESD can occur when working in your computer and can cause damage to components. ESD can occur without you feeling a shock and only occurs while working on the inside of the computer or handling an expansion cord. The purpose of anti-static wrist strap is to realize the electrical charge between you and the equipment. A painted surface does not conduct the electricity as well as unpainted metal. An anti-static mat is highly conductive. It works by drawing static electricity away from a component and transferring it safely from equipment to the grounding point. Screw. Match each screw with the proper screwdriver. Place the tip of the screwdriver on the head of the screw. Turn the screwdriver clockwise to tighten the screw, and counterclockwise to loosen the screw. Screws can become stripped if you over-tighten them. A stripped screw may get stuck in the screw hole, or it may untighten firmly. Discard stripped screws. Flathead screwdriver. Use a flathead screwdriver when you are working with a slotted screw. Don't use a flathead screwdriver to remove a Phillips head screw. Never use a screwdriver as a pry bar. If you cannot remove a component, check if there is a clip or latch that is securing the component. Caution: if excessive force is needed to remove or add a component, something is probably wrong. Take a second look to become sure that you have not missed a screw or a locking clip. Refer to the device manual or diagram for additional information. Phillips head screwdriver. Use a Phillips head screwdriver with crosshead screws. Don't use this type of screwdriver to puncture anything. This will damage the head of the screwdriver, just like what you can see on the picture. Hex driver. Use a hex driver to loosen and tighten bolts that have a hexagonal or with 6 sides head. Hex bolts shouldn't be over-tightened because the threads of the bolts can strip. Don't use a hex driver that is too large for a bolt that you are using. Caution: some tools are magnetized. When working around electronic devices, be sure that the tools you are using have not been magnetized. Magnetic fields can be harmful to data stored on magnetic media. Test your tools by touching the tool with a screw. If the screw is attracted to the tool, do not use the tool. Part retriever, needle nose plier, or tweezers. The part retriever, needle, nose plier, and tweezers can be used to place and retrieve parts that may be hard to reach with your fingers. Do not scratch or hit any components when using these tools. Proper use of cleaning materials. Keeping computer clean inside and out is a vital part of maintenance program. Dirt can cause problems with the physical operation of fans, buttons, and other mechanical components. In electrical components, an excessive buildup of dust will act like an insulator and trap the heat. The insulation will impair the ability of the heat sink and cooling fan to keep components cool, causing chips and circuits to overheat and fail. Caution: when compressed air is used to clean the computer, the air should be blown around the components with a minimum distance of 4 inches from the nozzle. The power supply and the fan should be cleaned from the back of the cases. Computer case and monitor. Clean the computer case and monitor with a mild cleaning solution on a damp lint-free cloth. Mix 1 drop of dishwashing liquid with 4 ounces of water to create the cleaning solution. If any water drips inside the case, allow enough time for the liquid to dry before turning on the computer. LCD screen. Don't use ammoniated glass cleaner or any other solution on an LCD screen unless the cleaner is specifically designed for the purpose. Harsh chemicals will damage the coating of the screen. There is no glass protecting the screen, so be gentle when cleaning them. CTR screen. To clean the screen of the CTR monitor, dampen a soft and clean lint-free cloth with distilled water and wipe the screen from top to bottom. Use a soft and dry cloth to remove any streaking after you clean the monitor. Clean dusty components with a can of compressed air. Compressed air doesn't cause electrostatic buildup on components. Make sure that you are in a well-ventilated area before blowing dust out of the computer. Component contact. Clean the contact on components with isopropyl alcohol. Don't use rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol contains impurities that can damage contacts. Make sure that the contacts don't collect any lint from the cloth or cotton swab. Blow any lint off the contacts with compressed air before reinstallation. Keyboard. Clean a desktop keyboard with compressed air or a small handheld vacuum cleaner. Caution: never use a non-standard vacuum cleaner. The plastic part of the vacuum cleaner can build up static electricity and discharge to the components. Use only a vacuum approved for electronic components. And mouse. Use glass cleaner and a soft cloth to clean the surface of the mouse. Don't spray glass cleaner directly. If cleaning a ball mouse, remove the ball and clean it with a glass cleaner and a soft cloth. Wipe the rollers with the same cloth. Don't spray any liquid inside the mouse. And that's it for today's lesson. Again, study choosing and using appropriate hand tools for a short quiz tomorrow.